practice here at Richmond International Raceway, and Colin Cropley's seen this one before. He's brought his brown pants because the GOAT is fast approaching, and Hicks and Johnson mean nothing right now. Here comes the GOAT. He dives to the inside, heading into turn 3, takes Cropley out. Hicks gets collected. Just another day for the GOAT and for Cropley. Oh, man. Hello everyone and welcome to Richmond International Raceway for the Pontiac Excitement 400, and I bet Pontiac is well excited for this race because Riley Spurley starts 4th today and he's driving a Pontiac. Good stuff there, but we also got the other 3 cars in this series, the Ford Taurus, the Chevy Monte Carlo, and the Dodge RT, all of which have qualified better than the Pontiac Grand Prix here, so might be a bit of an indication as to just how well this race might go for Pontiac. There are hardly any Pontiacs in the field. Now that you think about it, there's Lucas Evans, starting pretty high up the field, and after that, we have to travel all the way back to 2 Pontiacs that start alongside each other, Harry Langestine and Lyle Austin. So, yeah, we'll just get through your starting lineup here. We got Max Davis on pole. We have Daniel Vola starting alongside. We got Tyke, we got Spurley, Morgan, Samaya, Burnett, Smith, Jenkins, Cropley, Evans, Harvey, Wolf, Bracken, Monaco, PK, the GOAT, Flobo, Langestine, Austin, Reggie Fogelman, Wells, Lego, Ibrahimian, Sato, Hicks, Sallin, Zane, Trickle, Allen, Jana Fogelman, Antonin Chalbois, White, Özkan, Thomas, Johnson, Schottewald, Franco, and rounding at the field, Pepper and Whitlock. Pepper starting last as usual. So, 100 laps around this racetrack that I think is just longer than a mile, I think. I think this one's okay. I'm not very good at it. There you go. Here's a track that I'm just not very good at, and so it takes me quite a lot of effort to actually wheel the car around here. I end up spinning out quite easily. I gotta turn up the volume here a little bit. Here we are. Moreover, the AI is also just faster than me. We'll see that in this race, I think. But yeah. I don't know about you, but I think that this one is shaping up to be a cracker, as the Brits say. And every once in a while, I think that you're good to trust the opinions of the Brits, even in our American sport. Nothing of what I just said really makes any sense, and I'm fidgeting with something on my desk right here, so I'll stop that. Green flag is out. We're underway here. Max Davis leads the field. Very good start from him. Foilis, Tyke, Spurley as well, all doing quite well here. Good stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Jenkins goes spinning around the wall in the caution on lap 1. Jenkins into the inside wall, down the back straight there. And, oh. Yeah, that's about it. So, I think that is going to be the real indication of how this race is going to end up going. Lap 1, and we're already under caution. Coming on to lap 2 here. So, Let's see here. Let's actually use the slow-mo camera here. Alright, so exiting turn 2 there. Harvey is touching Jenkins' rear end there. Not inappropriately, but, well, either way, Jenkins ends up smashing into the inside wall. Rear end first there. Yeah, okay. Enough of the innuendo there. I don't think anything else too interesting ends up occurring. Cars getting really bunched up there as they try to slow down for the caution. Okay. Yeah. Lots of bunching up there. Cars trying to escape from this little melee that occurs. Let's have a look at that. So, yes, alright. So, Salen gets into Trickle and into Hicks as well. Salen goes spinning around, and yeah, a few cars end up getting caught up in the mix. And there's something up with Anton Schaubois' car. Schaubois complaining of an engine issue. How exactly do I know that? Well, there is foresight, of course, but to be fair, again, I usually forget about the details of everything that happens in a race, which is somewhat helpful because I get to go in blind, but not so much when, you know, there's something interesting that actually occurs in a race, and I don't even remember when it occurs. So, yeah. The show was good to continue, but I don't know. Whitlock being a little bit suspicious there. Not sure what that's about. Gonna spend a bit of time on the caution. Okay, Schaubois' engine's finally gone up in smoke, and that's him out of the race. Okay. We got that squared away. Good stuff there. Lap 5. And we're still under caution. Okay. Lap 6. And the lights are out on the pace car here. So, when we restart here, your top 10 will be Davis, Tyke, Voiles, Morgan, Spurley, Smith, Samaya, Cropley, Evans, and Burnett. So, Riley Spurley dropping down to 5th spot there on lap 1. Steve Morgan able to get past. So, Pontiac still has a lot of time left in this race. A lot of laps left, of course. It's nothing. It's all good. All good stuff here. And, of course, Lucas Evans runs the 9th, so there are 2 Pontiacs in the top 10. And, again, because there aren't very many Pontiacs in the field, it's all the more impressive when they do win, so I think they still have a lot to be hopeful for. Of course, a win for Chevy is a win for GM, but this is the Pontiac Excitement 400, and I believe that we've seen so far that the 2 Dodge races weren't won by Dodges. I don't think Dodge is particularly pleased with that. So we're underway once again here. Max Davis getting off to a good start, but R.U. Tyke is falling very close behind there. Riley Spurley getting bunched up and sent to the outside, well, okay, so much for Pontiac's hopes and dreams there. He's about to lose 5th spot to Patrick Smith into Ford Tauruses. Lots of Ford Tauruses here. Ford Taurus getting past Lucas Evans, a Pontiac there. Another Chevy Monte Carlo. Chris Harvey also about to get past Lucas Evans. So there you go. Anybody who placed bets on Pontiac is an idiot. Your money's got to be on Dodge, Ford, or Chevy here. Good stuff all the way in the field there. There's the GOAT. How's he doing? Getting a little bit of a nudge from Stasio Piquet. Look at this dynamic duo, Piquet and Wolf, once again helping each other out here on the racetrack, and you know they're good for it. They're good for top 10s. Top 10. Oh, that's the GOAT spinning through turn 1. Oh, he saved it. Oh. Okay. Good stuff. As I said, Amy Hicks. What's wrong with Amy Hicks there? Looking a little bit unsettled. Let's go back a moment there. Loose on the exit of turn 2. Salen makes contact and nearly sends her into the wall, but she's able to save it as well. Good stuff there. Let's go back to the GOAT here. Yeah, as I said, I'm not really good at this track. But also, I gotta tell you guys, I was pissed out drunk when I did this race. We're under caution once again, and Reggie Fogelman gets taken out because the GOAT was doing something that I'm going to tell you should never do. Drunk driving while drunk, drinking and driving. So yeah. So, coming out of turn 4, the GOAT was starting to feel the effects of a full bottle of Martini and Rossi. Rosso Vermouth, one of the most beautiful drink in the world, one of the best drinks ever. Yeah, I drink a whole 750 milliliter bottle of that. Again, don't drink and drive. You can drink and play a racing game, but it's going to give you results like this. The GOAT hard into turn one there, spinning out. Langenstein gets a touch there. Reggie Fogelman suffering the worst of it, getting slammed into the outside wall. I bet he has no reason to be pleased with the GOAT anymore. Reggie Fogelman, yeah, the victim of drink driving. So, again, that one is entirely on me, folks. Entirely my fault, because I was drunk. I mean, seriously, like, I was slipping in and out of sleep at this point. Sort of. It's a good thing my door's closed and my dad's vacuuming downstairs so that he can't hear me. That's the GOAT scraping the wall a bit, and look at his rear end. Looks like my rear end's just... I could say that about Reggie Fogelman, but no. Yeah, this is a thing that seems to happen on all the short tracks too. The AI has a bit of trouble actually getting bunched up here. You can see a lot of people pass the pace car, so I think it may be a problem with the pace car. But yeah, all these cars here that get really mixed up, bunched up, and it can cause accidents. Oh, no, that's just a GOAT. I don't know what he's up to. Now he finds himself at the back of the field. Running in gear 4 for some reason. Yeah, just start in any gear you like. 5 speed, so you choose, as the famous Wu-Tang Miata Craigslist ad stated. What a good time there. So yeah, quite a bit of damage to the GOAT's car here, but the important question, of course, is whether or not he'll be able to get back out to the back of the field before getting lapped. Maybe this will have been obvious, but I sort of record these races earlier than usual and then schedule them to come out, you know, like twice a week, basically. So the race that today's February 4th, and the Aaron's 499 just got released publicly. Again, it was scheduled for today. And Frank Kupers, of course, I'm messing with Frank Kupers once again, makes a comment stating that I'm his number one enemy because I took out PK twice, which isn't true. I only took out PK once, but yes, as I left in a comment, yeah, I take blame for that one, obviously. I, yeah, just got too tight, got into Bracken's car. I think it was Bracken that I ran into, and yeah, PK got caught up in that mess. So yeah, obviously I accept responsibility for that. But yeah, I'm only addressing it now, and I think this video probably will end up coming out 2 weeks from the day it was recorded. And another thing we'll get to, obviously, is the All-Star race. And I've sort of figured out a decent little format, I think, for the All-Star race. I'll probably make a separate video expanding on it. And it'll come out after this one, of course, but for anybody who's watching right now, it's a good time to listen up. So, after this race, the Pontiac Excitement 400, the top 20 in the point standings will automatically qualify for, we'll call it the Winston, I guess. Might just call it the All-Star race. Basically the same thing. But yeah, so the top 20 will qualify automatically. Then the bottom 20, plus 6 other drivers who I threw in just for the lulz, sort of a callback to my anime days, my alt account anime days, will also be featured in the shootout. Sorry, let me reword that. So, the bottom 20 plus 6 will be driving in the shootouts. The lights out on the pace car almost. Get a better view. There we go. Lights are out on the pace car. So we'll restart on lap 16. Your top 10 will be Davis, Tyke, Morgan, Voiles, Smith, Spurley, Cropley, Burnett, Harvey, and Samaya. So not much change there other than Evans falling down to 13th behind the two Dodge Evernham Dodges, I don't know, of Bracken and Monaco. So, yeah, the bottom 3, the extra 6, 3 of them will be Sevilla, McGregor, and Martini. Actually, now that I think about it, Sevilla should be should qualify automatically because she won a race. Being entirely honest here. So I guess it'll be a shootout plus 5. Martini, McGregor, and then 3 others. And their names will probably give away what anime/manga I'm sort of getting into right now. We're underway once again here at Richmond International Raceway. There, Arya Taiki once again looking very aggressive, bumping and running Max Davis there. Not really running so far, but bumping, no doubt. Matthew Burnett getting almost flying straight into the wall there, down the back stretch. Not sure what that's about. All these cars driving very loose today. Of course, they're managing to keep much better control of the car than the Goat. Matter of fact, where's the Goat? He's spinning once again! Goat spins once again. Still a green flag. Because he's at the back of the field there, but oh, massive bout of bad luck for the Goat. Not good stuff there. And he could be liable to get lapped by Davis unless he comes in and pits. Ooh, there's clearly just something wrong with that. That's a lie. Again, I'm drunk. There's not something wrong with the car. This is what happens when you try racing in this game after a whole bottle of. Again, let me emphasize, don't do that. My parents do eventually watch this, they'll get pissed, but I'll be able to probably make up some excuse, call it a fait accompli, all that stuff. Complain about all the wine that's sitting downstairs anyways. I don't know. But, yeah. So, continuing on with the whole shootout discussion. So, yeah. The shootout will feature the caution again. Oh no. Okay, I guess they were just going really slowly through that turn there. We're already 1/5 through this race somehow. It's already been 15 minutes and we've only completed 20 laps here. Max Davis has led every lap so far, but Arya Taiki's been hanging on to his rear bumper ever since. Take a look at your order real fast. Davis, Taiki, your second two. Morgan, Voiles, Smith, Burnett, Cropley, Monaco, Spurley, and Harvey are your top 10 here. Looks like positions are shifting here. Patrick Smith able to take 4th spot from Daniel Voiles on the inside there. Voiles looks like he's going to give up that position. You can see that Burnett, Cropley, and Monaco are jostling for 6th spot here. So look at Colin Cropley here running in the top 10. This is him looking on for his best finish of the season so far, so long as he can continue to wheel that car properly, keep it on the track, and hopefully not get taken out by the Goats or suffer some other spout of horrid luck there, which is all that Colin Cropley's been, Yeah, Colin Cropley just keeps busting, you know, doubling down and getting 2s against a 6. Dealers down cards a jack, and then he draws a 5. You hate to see it. It's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Although, it looks like Riley Spurley is about to get back at Colin Cropley here, putting down to the 9th spot. Cropley could very well be falling behind. And where's the Goat? Yeah, he's still out there, still running. But Max Davis is approaching quite quickly. I keep telling you I'm going to tell you about the shootout, but again, I'm going to make a proper video about the whole format and stuff. So, yeah, the 25 cars in the shootout, and the top 10 finishes in the shootout will qualify for the Winston. So the Winston will end up being a 31-car affair at the beginning. There'll be 3 stage. Oh, that's the Goat spinning out once again, interrupting me, and that's another caution out. And that is another spot of bad luck for the Goat there. Well, actually, it's not bad luck. He did this to himself. But once again, breaking up the action. Not that there was much. Oh, what the hell? Okay, the Goat just deciding to take his anger out on Joe Allen. Yeah. Hey Joe, what you doing? Getting on my nerves, I guess, because I can't think straight, believe it or not. I am definitely not in my right mind, so don't get too mad at me. Why is Reagan Whitlock 2 laps down? She's in the pits again, so must be something wrong with Whitlock's car. Ganassi car has been kind of disappointing this season. Since Shadowvault's Daytona 500 win, I mean, come on. People could say that they won the Daytona 500. Actually, Shadowvault's one of them. But the results haven't been there for a while. I think, of course, there was Talladega, fifth place. Good stuff. But, I mean, you can chalk a lot of that up to circumstance because I ended up taking out most of the field in some way. Although, to be fair, Davis and Wolf kind of did that stuff to themselves. Frankly, it's a miracle that Davis managed to survive. Goat's car's so quiet when he runs it in fourth. Look at that. I mean, this thing is a wreck. We keep emphasizing that, you know, I'm not all there. Oh, we could have watched a battle off pit road, I guess. Davis comes out in front of Tynke. Here's Morgan, Smith, Monica, Voiles, Spurley, Cropley, Bracken, Samaya, Evans, Harvey, Zane, Trickle, Wolf, PK, Wells, Flobo, Lego, Allen, Jaina Fogelman, Sato, Uskan, Burnett, Langestein, Hicks, Austin Thomas, Shadowvault, Salin, Jenkins, Johnson, White, Franco, Pepper, Ebrahimian, Reggie Fogelman. So yeah, the goat in the pits once again, or for the first time actually, yeah. Well, that is the second pit stop. But yeah, as you can see, I believe that Eric Monica was one of the biggest winners in the battle off pit road. I believe he was running in 10th spot, or 11th, just a moment ago. I could be completely wrong about that, but Rally Spurley finds himself back into 7th place, so there's possibly still some hope alive for Pontiac. Lucas Evans back in the top 10, 10th place specifically. Harvey down to 12th there. So yeah. Okay. Let me like really get myself sorted out here. There's gonna be a shootout. 25 cars. Top 10 qualify for the Winston 31 car race at the beginning. There are 3 stages, so there'll be a 40 lap, 30 lap, and 20 lap race. Yeah, the 40 lap race, the first stage, will feature the 31 cars. At the end of the 40 lap race, the let's see, how did I do this math here? The bottom 9 cars will be eliminated. Yeah, okay. Bottom 9 cars will be eliminated. So there'll be 22 cars in the second stage, 30 lap race. At the end of the 30 lap race, the bottom 6 will be eliminated. So the end of the Winston will be the 20 lap race, third stage, with 16 cars. Yeah, again, that's me trying to do my best. What the hell was that? We're underway once again there. The GOAT trying to knock Reagan Whitlock out of the way because he wants to get back onto the lead lap because he thinks apparently that he still is within a shout of getting a good finish in this race today there. But look at him holding up Arya Tynke. That's his issue here. In fact, things are looking actually a bit bad for Davis there. Actually, no. Ooh. Tynke nearly getting spun by Steve Morgan there. I mean, that's definitely gonna. Oh, is that Max Davis into the? Did Max Davis slam the wall there? Almost did. Definitely trying to warm up those tires. Yeah. Oh, we're under caution again. Why are we under caution again? Something else happened at the back of the field? Why are we under caution again? Did I miss something? Ebrahimian's around. I did miss something. It's always the Robert Yates car. Oh, what? What have I missed? Oh! Alan and Jaina Fogelman in the wall. Okay. Oh dear, Mathis Wells on the inside. Jaina Fogelman slams into his car. Alan gets collected. So that's why we're under caution there. Mathis Wells getting himself immediately out of that situation, but yeah, what happened there? He was okay, so lap 32, coming down the back stretch now. Lego turns Wells around. Wells manages to keep his car from running into the wall, but as he tries to get back into the racing line, he comes up and yeah, Jaina Fogelman has nowhere to go. Joe Allen gets collected, and yeah, Ebrahimian ends up spinning as everybody gets bunched up there. So okay, so that's why we're under caution again. And the GOAT thinks that he's able to get past Davis, but the Davis beat the GOAT to the line, so the GOAT's gonna have to fall behind. Yeah, which he has done now. Okay, cool. Another caution. Oh dear. There are cars out of this race? Jana Fogelman's still in the clack. Reagan Whitlock as well. And then, what's Simon Özkan? Özkan's out of the race. And so is Brittany White. So once again, Brittany White out of a... I mean, that is 6 DNFs in 11 races. That is more than half of the races now that Brittany White has crashed out of. I mean, I don't even know how that's really possible. But okay. Yeah. Alright. Guess I'll have to sort out all the other details later. But, yep. Lap 38. We're green once again there. Max Davis trying to break away from the field there. Here comes the GOAT now. Down Tykes inside. We're all going to find out very quickly that the GOAT does not have the pace to match Tyke here. Oh, oh, there he goes. Oh, crap. Jana Fogelman gets to... Colin Cropley out. Oh, no. Colin Cropley. Oh, ooh. Oh, dear. Jana Fogelman's car turns into a twist. Oh, massive accident. Down heading into turn 3. Oh, no. Oh, it's the GOAT again. Well... Frank Cupers is right about me, but also, I've already explained to you why I'm driving the way I am, but is that even really my fault? Let's be honest here. Is any of this really my... Yeah, it is, because I'm driving in the first place. Yeah, the GOAT's there on the outside. Jana Fogelman gets into him. Whitlock spun around. Monaco gets a touch. Cropley goes spinning. Jana Fogelman gets taken out by Whitlock. No, Wolf. Sorry, I mean Wolf. What happens to Monaco? Monaco! Oh, he's back out of it, I guess. So he slams into the inside wall. There's lots of damage to the car, but it seems as if he'll be okay to continue, ultimately. Let's take a Jana Fogelman there. Her car begins spinning wildly after getting hit by Wolf and Lego. Other cars getting bunched up here in the mix as well. Lots of the cars that you end up seeing at the back of the field to get taken out very easily. Wolf, Salin, Austin, Langostein's out, no doubt. Yeah, that's his race over. Oh dear. Run a caution once again. And once again, it's the GOAT's fault there. Oh no, Riley Spurley's out. And Pontiac's dreams are once again crushed. And Spurley got taken out by another Pontiac. Oh dear, once again, all blame on the GOAT for that incident there. Is that Cropley's race over? Cropley was looking good for a top 10, and now his dreams have been crushed. And so have mine, frankly, because, yeah. Oh dear, lots of the back markers getting taken out. Not great. But life is like that sometimes, so... Harry Langostein on pit road there. Wolf and Jenkins as well. I don't think they'll end up continuing this race there. And the GOAT happily makes his way to the... Oh, what's he doing? It's not time to go to the inside line yet, is it? I'm confused. What is the GOAT doing? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, he's coming into the pits again. I'll probably be there for a while. Oh. Getting damage repaired. Yeah. Whitlock into the pits once again. What's that about? Okay, so, still the caution. Guess we'll restart on lap 44 here. So yeah, Spurley's out of the race. Schadewald, Franco, Langostein, Jenkins, Johnson, they're out. Pepper, he won't be missed too much, I think. Sorry. And, yeah, Allen's also out. Bummer. But the GOAT's still in the race, which is not very good. Not good news at all. He has to contend with Jana Fogelman, Eli Wolf, and Reagan Whitlock, who are still in this race. Wolf and the GOAT both have no hoods on their cars, and that leaves their engine very dangerously exposed, of course. Jana Fogelman's car is all beat up, especially after spinning wildly, but, well, she's still in this race, and she's not going to give up, so that's good stuff there. We're back underway once again. The GOAT beating those other two cars in front of him. Heading into turn one there. Taiki again giving Davis a bit of a nudge there. And I bet everybody's like just pulling their pants right now. Once again, brown pants absolutely necessary because the GOAT, despite being a lap down, is running with this field here. So yeah, we're almost approaching the halfway point of this race. We've already been out here for half an hour, now that I think about it. And yeah, I mean, just constantly getting slown up thanks to the GOAT's antics for the most part. I mean, that first lap caution was a genuine AI mistake there. That's the GOAT getting taken out by Voiles, and we're under caution again. Again, the GOAT causing another yellow. And, I mean, what was that? Just what was that? Okay. Voiles getting into the GOAT. Not Voiles' fault at all. Surely not. I was right on board. Again, the GOAT is not feeling himself, whatever his self might be. Oh, that's a nice view. So once again, we're under caution. How annoying. Where's the GOAT? Goaty goat. Huh? Why does the GOAT have a smoking engine? Ah. Here comes the GOAT. What's going on here? Why is the GOAT's engine Oh! Oh! Oh dear, the GOAT exacting revenge! Smashing right into Daniel Voiles' rear end, and that's why Voiles had the damage to his car. The GOAT wrecking his own engine in the process there, but quite clearly expressing his displeasure with Voiles, who did nothing wrong. Now the GOAT's gonna have to repair that damage. He's back out onto the track. He's managed to get it repaired. Obviously his engine's not gonna be putting out, you know, peak power, and that might not be good for his run here. Oh, he runs into Voiles again. Jana Fogelman gets collected, and I think the GOAT has terminally damaged his engine now. Yeah, the GOAT needs to be parked. The GOAT needs to be parked, I say, as his engine blows up once more, and this time it kind of looks fatal. Once again, the GOAT destroying yet another one of his cars there. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is... Oh, he gets into Smith as well. This has gone too far. This has gone too far. I've got to say it. This is no. No, this is unacceptable. Yeah, this was a mistake. I'd like to apologize to everybody, especially Frank Kuperis, my greatest critic. He means well. I know that, obviously. I respect you, boss, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? I was not enjoying myself. I made a mistake. This was really silly and dumb. But now, once again, at least we have the luxury of finding out what a race looks like when I'm not in it, because I've DNF'd once again. So much for my 2-win streak. Yeah, the GOAT's being black flagged for the heavy damage to his car, and not for the not for taking out Daniel Voiles, who I need to emphasize didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I think the GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT's out. GOAT's race is over. He nearly takes out Thomas. I don't think he intended to do that, but yeah. Yeah, I was not enjoying myself this race. To be fair, again, I was also kind of drunk. I thought it would still be okay, but I don't know. That's the GOAT retiring the car. Daniel Voiles into the pits. He's going to have to repair that damage, no doubt. Well, I mean, the important question here is whether or not he'll be back in this race. I think he'll be good to continue. Hopefully he'll be good to continue. Be quite a disappointment if he were not. Yep, there he is. Back out onto the track. So Daniel Voiles His race is ruined. He was in third position up until the GOAT decided to, again, exact revenge with air quotes, I should emphasize, given that it was all the GOAT's fault. So, we'll restart here on lap 57 again. And Max Davis still leads this race. Taiki still occupies second. Then we'll have Steve Morgan, Gil Samaya, Patrick Smith, Amy Hicks, Chris Harvey, Mathis Wells, Annie Thomas, and Anastacio P.K. as your top 10. Christian Bracken, Agata Santo, Mo Zane, Lyle Austin, Joey Trickle, Montero Sound, Lucas Evans, Eric Monica, Sabrina Lego, and Dylan Bohemian with his beat-up machine will fill out the rest of the top 20. I believe that means that there are still 27 cars left in this race. Burnett, Flobo, Cropley, Whitlock, Wolf, Jana Fogelman, and Voiles making up the rest of those. So, Colin Cropley, again, another driver who's still in this race, but his race was ruined by the GOAT, and it's over now. We don't have to suffer the GOAT's crap anymore. He's out. He's out of the race. Finally. He certainly left an impression. Gotta say. So I had this going on in the background while I was doing other things. What was I doing? I hardly even remember what I was doing last night. It's one of those things where I ended up on my bed at some point. Fortunately, I'd taken off my glasses, but I mean, like, my headlight was still on. I think my computer was still on, although the screen had probably shut itself off at some point. All my other things were on. But yeah, I didn't even remember going to bed, and that usually happens. So for the last time, I think you all know this quite well. Actually, just don't drink too much. It's not worth it. It's kind of dumb. Let's look at your lap times. The GOAT had the 39th fastest lap time. Gerald Pepper had the 18th fastest lap in this race, which suggests that Gerald Pepper might have actually shown some pace if he were still in the competition, but now he's not anymore, which is quite unfortunate. Stasio PK and Eli Wolf fighting themselves at the back of the field. Let's see, who's... Okay, so Frank Kupers's car. Sato's running 13th, good stuff there. Gil Samaya, 23rd, and Anastasia PK, 21st, right? So, not having very good races, and once again, he can blame me for that. No, he's at 22nd now, okay. Now, I believe a caution ends up occurring at some point once again, and why, I don't quite remember. Might be wrong. Some water. Taiki making the move. Davis not having a good exit out of turn 2. Taiki runs neck and neck with Davis here. Taiki's been biding his time, running in second for most of this race, most of which has been under caution, to be fair. Takes the lead on lap 64. Now on to lap 65 here. Max Davis has 36 laps left to retake his lead. But yeah, Taiki just coming up. Yeah, we're under caution now. That's Whitlock around. So yeah. Gets nudged by Christian Bracken. Collects Colin Cropley, but Cropley doesn't end up suffering too much damage there. Whitlock once again being involved in an accident here. Lots of the same people caught up in these messes, I gotta say. But yeah, Whitlock's still in this race, as is Cropley. Same with Wells and Bracken, I imagine. What's happened to Bracken? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, right behind Cropper. Alright, so Gil Samaya comes in on the inside line. Wolf, Jana Fogelman, Reagan Whitlock, and Daniel Boyles will be there as well. So when we restart, your top 10 is going to be Tyke, Davis, Morgan, Smith, Harvey, Thomas, Austin, Flobo, Trickle, and Monaco. Still a 27-car race this. 30 laps to go. Lots of cautions. Very slow game everyone's playing, it seems. Green flag flies once again at Richmond. Hopefully there aren't any more incidents or stuff. That's Tyke getting off of a great stop there. And immediately Samaya begins to block Davis's way here. Wolf is looking like doing the same as well. He can't discount Morgan, who's following closely behind. Again, Davis has 30 laps to retake his lead from R.U. Tyke here. But it already seems to me as if it doesn't seem very possible anymore. Seems most likely, of course, is that a Pontiac is not going to win this race. Who's the Pontiac that's highest up in the field? That would be Lyle Austin in 10th spot there. Actually, he's just been passed by Lucas Evans for 10th. That's what it was looking like. So, really, it's up to Evans or Austin now. Austin getting lost in the back, shuffled behind with all these cars, most of whom are not Pontiacs, obviously. Yeah, there are only 2 Pontiacs left in this race, huh? So much for the Pontiac Excitement 400. It's mostly been boring. The only real action was thanks to the goat being drunk. Samaya still separates Davis and Tyke. Looks as if Tyke's going to end up running away with this race. Oh man, I finished all my water. Bummer. Morgan, Smith, and Joey Trickle, they're 4th and 5th. Monica runs 6th. Matthew Burnett has 7th. Burnett runs 7th. Lucas Evans is up into 8th now. Bob and Flobo 9th, and Lyle Austin 10th. So I think if the 2 Pontiacs left in this race can keep themselves in the top 10, maybe even make their way up into the top 5 even, at least approach it, I think that Pontiac will be able to, walk away from this race saying, well, we had a good run. Of course, they can place all the blame on the GOAT, which is perfectly acceptable. That's kind of why he's there. Yeah, Frank, it is unfair to the AI, but, I mean, honestly, this is kind of boring, isn't it? Is it not? I do throw some excitement in there, right? Obviously, as I've said before, I want to drive my best, but races like this at Richmond, I just wasn't, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't really having a good time in practice or qualifying. Honestly, I retried qualifying about 5 times, just trying to get the best laps I possibly could. Yeah, practice was just a no-go for me. I just clearly was not doing well at this track, and I wasn't drunk at the time either, so I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. I felt the same way, honestly, about Darlington. Yeah, and that's kind of why I do the practice and happy hour. All these races, I only do 1 take. Basically, I just go with the first take that occurs. So I don't, restart the races if I spin out on lap 1 or whatever. Which hasn't happened, actually. But, I mean, if I spin out early, as I did in this race, I'll just go with it. I'll just keep trying. But, yeah, I mean, this time, I was kind of, inebriated is the word I'd use. So, yeah. That's the story there. Tyke still building his gap between himself and Davis. We have 20 laps to go, and I think Davis is going to have to accept that he lost this race. He's going to have to settle for 2nd once again. Another good result for Davis, no doubt, but he clearly wants that race win. And he's clearly shown the pace so far to, get that win. But, I mean, like, at Bristol, he was following Monaco for a very good time. They're right behind him. Bristol's a whole different beast from Richmond, of course, but he had opportunities, I think, to make a move for the overtake, and he just didn't take him. Now he's being outdriven. He's being outdriven by R.U. Taiki here, who probably knows a thing or two about short tracks anyways, especially miles, because of course Taiki's shuttle was mostly a mile runner, I think. The horse. And the horse girl. Horse girl. Haunts. Uma. Haunts. Man. You know that meme, right? The horse on the beach, staring at the ocean. And the top text is just, man. Yeah, life's like that sometimes. And not much else is happening in this race, really. Lucas Evans is dueling Matthew Burnett for 7th spot there. So Evans, yeah, still trying his best to get some more points for Pontiac. Not that we're doing a manufacturers championship, of course. I probably could do that math at the end of the season if I really wanted to, but I mean, yeah. Lyle Austin still holds 10th. He has to hold off 2 Hendrick Motorsports cars, Sato and PK, if he wants to keep the 10th place. Obviously, be a very good result for him as well. Where are all our favorite people here? Mathis Wells, yeah. All right. Chris Harvey, all right. Callum Cropley, 20th place with no hood. Once again, about to beat his best result, which was 21st. And yeah, right? I mean, the guy still doesn't have a top 10, does he? He was about to get one today, and then the goat's accident collected him. So much for that idea. Gil Samaya here, demonstrating that he has good pace here. So yeah, it's a shame that he's a lap down. He's the first of the cars that's a lap down, in fact. Must have been some trouble with the pinning. Did he get caught up in an accident? I forget. But yeah, Davis unable to, yeah, Davis just continues to fall behind, and now looking like he's under pressure from Patrick Smith. Davis definitely going to hold on for dear life here, because I bet Patrick Smith really wants 2nd place. I don't think Patrick Smith quite has the speed to catch up to R.U. Taiki, but I think he'll definitely try to build up the speed to get past, Max Davis here. "11 laps to go." Ooh, Smith looking a little loose on the exit there. Car unsettled, and he's falling behind just a little bit. Steve Morgan still runs 4th. Joey Trickle's 5th. Eric Monaco 6th. Lucas Evans 7th. Bob Floba 8th. Matthew Burnett down to 9th. And Lyle Austin still holds 10th. Again, all of Pontiac's hopes rest on Austin and Evans. So if they can maintain their top 10 positions there, again, Pontiac is going to be very pleased with that one. I don't think Max Davis will end up being too pleased with himself for losing the lead on lap 64. But you can't say that he hasn't still wheeled the car quite well and driven a very good race. Driven a very good race for a 2nd place driver, no doubt, and I'm sure he'll have his opportunity soon. Patrick Smith, of course, keeping Max Davis honest. Can't fault him for that. Gil Samaya doing his entertaining for R.U. Taiki, but R.U. Taiki just in a field of his own. He's been running quite well this whole season. And yeah, it seems like we're going to add another unique driver to the list of race winners. Of course, we've had Monaco with 2 wins and the GOAT with 3. R.U. Taiki about to get his first win of the season, so long as Whitlock doesn't spin out again. Of course, that could well be thanks to Taiki. But looks like he's able to get past Whitlock without much issue here. Here comes Samaya. Davis still ahead of Patrick Smith now. Steve Morgan runs 4th with Joey Trickle in 5th. More top 5s for these guys. So Morgan definitely wants those top 5s because he still has a long way to go to get himself up into the top 20, no doubt, and up near the top of the field where he belongs. Same, of course, is true for Max Davis. Can't say that another 2nd place result won't do him very good in the point standings. It most certainly will. Again, Joey Trickle the best of the performers in this season so far, who only started the third race of the season, because he's already in the top 20 and looking close to the top 10, in fact. But yeah, 5 laps to go. And yeah, again, PK and Sato, the two Hendrick cars, dueling each other for 11th spot there. Bracken watching closely in 13th. Bracken, another driver who just performs exceptionally well, along with Monaco, her teammate. Of course, we usually see him near the front of the pack here, but obviously, again, top 10s for these drivers, no doubt is going to be quite respectable. Decently good day for Roush Racing. Roush, yeah, it is just Roush at this point, huh? Burnett and Flobo also in the top 10. Of course, Ari Taiki is looking on to win this race with 3 laps to go. Not the best of days for Colin Cropley, who's lost 20th spot to Dylan Ebrahimian, unfortunately, but overall, yeah, you can't complain. Lego not exactly having the best of times in 16th, but again, his Roush teammates really making up for that. 2 to go for Ari Taiki here. Davis trying to break away from Patrick Smith, who once again continues to keep him honest. Those paint schemes really are sorts of inversions of each other. Black, yellow, and red. Red, yellow, and black. White flag is out. This is the final lap of the Pontiac Excitement 400, and it looks like a Ford Taurus is heading to victory lane. A Dodge RT will come home in second, and another Ford Taurus will round out the podium. Then, of course, in fourth, a Chevy Monte Carlo. The Pontiacs nowhere to be seen. Evans up to 6th. Hopefully Austin can maintain 10th, but more importantly, Ari Taiki takes the checkered flag and heads to victory lane here at Richmond International Raceway. Again, an absolutely excellent result for Ari Taiki. Just a very well-driven race there. Not a very exciting one. Again, we have to be entirely honest, but again, good finishes are good finishes. Points are points, and S.p.A was able to beat Lyle Austin to the line, but I think Lyle Austin and Pontiac will be perfectly content with 11th place given how badly the rest of the race went for their cars. Lucas Evans comes home in 6th. I think he's going to be very pleased with that one. Didn't have too much of a chance to fight with 5th place driver Joey Trickle for 5th position, of course, but again, just still a good result. Everybody else heads into pit lane. Colin Cropley's the last of those drivers. And he leaves the pace car lonely here at Richmond International Raceway. So, let's take a look at your standings there after race 11. Ari Taiki wins the race here. Max Davis ended up leading more laps, of course. Only two leaders this race, so Taiki and Davis both scored the same amount of points, but of course Taiki gets victory lane, the trophy, the confetti, the beer, I don't know, Coke, Pepsi, whatever Taiki likes best. So yeah, Max Davis has to settle for second, but again, I think he'll be, decently content with that result. Some bit of consolation. Patrick Smith third, Steve Morgan fourth, Joey Trickle fifth, Lucas Evans sixth, Bob and Flo was seventh, Matthew Burnett eighth, Eric Monaco ninth, Anastasio PK 10th. Austin Bracken, Sato, Harvey, Lego, Wells, Thomas, Sallin, Hicks, and Ebrahimian round out your top 20. Colin Cropley has to settle for 21st. And Mo Zane was the last of the finishers on the lead lap today. Samai and Voiles come home 1 lap down. Whitlock, Wolf, and Jana Fogelman 2 laps down. The GOAT retired after a string of incidents, the last of which is taking out Daniel Voiles on 3 separate occasions. Just before the halfway point. Reggie Fogelman was crashed off at least twice, right? Yeah. Riley Spurley, Ashley Shaw, Valdado Bitter Franco, Harry Langenstein, Leroy Jenkins, Rocky Johnson, Gerald Pepper, and Joe Allen were all taken out after one incident with the GOAT. Man, I can't even remember which one it was. What's that? Was that when Monaco? No, that wasn't when Monaco spun him out. That was when. That's when he got into. Was it Jana Fogelman and Reagan Whitlock, right? Yeah, the contact with those 3 cars. Samet Özkan apparently suffered a tire failure. Brittany White crashed out on lap 32. Again, I think that was thanks to the GOAT. And Antonin Charlebois Finished last today after retiring on lap 3 with a header issue. Strange. Yeah, not entirely sure what that's about, but still gets 43 points. Whatever. So, take a look at your race standings. Now, you know who's in the who's automatically qualified for the Winston. Monaco once again leads the point standings. Their Summit Özkan falling to third after DNFing today. Patrick Smith up into second there. Christian Bracken fourth. Ari Taigi up to fifth. Trickled down to sixth. Woyla seventh. Wolf falling to eighth. Samaya ninth. Anastasia PK rounding out your top 10. Harvey Spurley 11th from 12th. The GOAT dropping to 13th after his DNF today. Wells Burnett, Morgan Flobo, Bo Fogelmans, and Shawball round out your top 20. And so they automatically qualify for the Winston. And now as for your drivers in the shootout, Sato, Davis, Shonevald, Ebrahimian, Salen, Footlego, Jenkins, Zane, Austin, Thomas, Langestein, Evans, Hicks, Whitlock, Allen, Franco, Cropley, Johnson, Pepper, and White. So once again, Brittany White crashing out today. 6 DNFs in 11 races, only 5 races completed. Cropley getting himself up into 37th, out of 38th position. But yeah, Max Davis up to 22nd. Still a long way to go for him. But yeah, as you can see, Steve Morgan was just able to break into the top 20, and he holds 16th place right now. Joey Trickle, of course, in the top 10. But yeah, Davis is going to be in the shootout, and Davis has demonstrated that he has a lot of pace, so I think he's on to be the favorite for that race. Of course, let's see. Yep, Sevilla somehow scored fewer points than Martini despite having won a race, but Sevilla will also be in the Winston. Martini and McGregor, you'll be able to expect them in the shootout. Once again, I'll make a proper video explaining how that's going to go, but of course, we go to Lowe's Motor Speedway either way. Charlotte, Concord, North Carolina, Charlotte, whatever. And yeah, first we'll have the shootout, we'll have the Winston, and then we'll have the longest race on the calendar, the Coca-Cola 600. And I don't know about you, but I expect that one to be a cracker as well. It's been Hanafuda, it's been a time and a half in honor, and I will see you in the next video.